Hey, good morning again, guys. Andrew Curry here for a tip of the week. Okay, a lot of folks often realize at this point in their development that the yang form that William Chin practices is a right-handed form. Now, I don't know why people call it that. Where I'm practicing, it doesn't seem to make much difference. But there's oftentimes, once students begin to learn the form, or at least the first half of the form, they think that learning the mirror image of it will help their practice. Now, I'm not particularly fond of that, but I do recognize that, if you're just playing form and you're not coming to applications or push hands, then you're gonna get pretty stuck in the shapes. Okay, you don't really get that global experience of being able to translate the shapes from right side to left side. Okay, so here's a little bit of a tip for you. If you want to learn the right side or the left side of the form, instead of practicing, in my opinion, instead of practicing the whole form in a mirror image, which would be like if you were watching somebody do the front image on a television, you would be mirror imaging them. Instead of doing that, just pick out a few shapes and try to do those. And here's the way I like to do that. Start out with a modified horse stance. That is, my feet aren't parallel, but they're pointing out. Okay? Shift your weight to the right leg and turn. Now you're in a right forward stance facing the diagonal corner. Okay? If you turn your back foot out, shift your weight and turn the back foot in. Your new back foot in. Now you're left forward stance facing the opposite corner. Okay? Does that make sense? So here's what we're going to do. From a modified horse stance with our weight evenly weighted, we're going to shift the weight to the right and turn, warding off with the right hand. Okay? Then we're going to come back to the center, shift our weight to the left, warding off with the left hand. Back to the center, warding off with the right hand. And once you start getting the flow or feel of this, you can just go center, right, ward off, center, left, ward off. Okay, now, as many of you know, warding off is always the arm that's rising in the direction that you're turning. If you're turning to the left, you're warding off with the left hand. Okay, and warding off I like to think of it like this. Here's my shoulder. As I turn, my hand is going to replace where my shoulder was in space. You see that? So that would be a very simple description of warding off. Okay, now, you've got that same problem with that as you do with just practicing the right side of the form. So you can get very stuck in it. Okay, so if we're in a warding off with the right hand, now I'm going to ask you stay on your right leg and ward off with the left hand. Okay, now turn this foot out, shift the weight all the way to the left, and then ward off with the right hand. Okay, so now we're doing an open hip ward off. You see that the forward leg is opening the hip, turning to the right on the forward leg, and the right hand is rising. Okay, warding off with the left hand, warding off with the right hand. Right? And that's going to feel a little backwards for most of you, but it's also the first warding off in the form. Okay, so you've got warding off with both closed hip and open hip. That's one tip. The next tip that I'm going to give you is from that same right stance. We're going to play roll away, press, and push. Okay, roll away, press, and push. Very good. I'll come back to the center, shift the weight to the left. You got roll away, press, and push. Roll away, press, and push. Okay, roll away, press, and push. Okay, so you can see how practicing just a few movements in the other side will really help you. And this will also prevent you from getting into what I call a mirror imaging syndrome, where you're always mirroring your partner. It's not a bad thing, it's just something that you don't want to get caught in. So this way, roll away, press, and push is its own left-sided move. Okay? Starting off with the left foot forward. So the tip of the week is take any combination of shapes that you want, practice them the way that you would in the form, and then just shift the forward foot and practice them on the other side as best you can. That's the tip of the week. Now let's suppose we can also play roll away, press, and push with the wrong foot forward. Roll away, press, and push. Okay, and I'll come back over here and I can play roll away, press, and push. Roll away, press, and push. Okay, that also helps you to prevent, getting into same foot forward in each of the shapes. If you're not interested or have any desire to learn application or push hands, this is a way to keep your mind active and to keep it from getting too stagnant into a particular shape. But there's an even better way of learning this. Come to applications or push hands class, because there you get all of these combinations just by the fact that somebody else is pressing against your body in a way that the form as a dogmatic practice won't give you. Okay, that's my tip of the week. Hope you guys are having fun, and I'll see you soon. Good luck, good practice. Bye.